Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Get the Rhino. We're looking at a beer that Guy sent us. Thank you very much, Guy. If you haven't watched Guy's channel, you should go to Guy's channel. Do expect a French accent. He's a wizard. Doesn't like to wear pants. Yeah. This is Les Mains Pleins de Pouces. So, without reading anything, and I know that their art always gets me. First off, this looks like it's like a man made out of that. It kind of looks like Buddha's hand, which is a citron plant. Its fruit kind of is segmented into fingers. 6% alcohol by volume. Une saison. Oh. Une saison brassée avec des grains 100% québécois et de miel de la fermette Vola. Situé en Ottawa. So the Ottawas, which isn't Ottawa, it's the Ottawas, it's in Quebec. This is a saison brewed with 100% Quebec grains and honey. Cette bière est aromatise avec de la main de Buddha. Oh yes, it has the aromatics of the hands of Buddha. Un type de citron méga parfum au mil. So it's from the citron plant, and mil that has 1,000 digits. Imaginez-vous des mains avec une multitude de pouces. Pas facile de jouer à la balle moule. Une saison assidue d'une très grande bave bleue qui vous permettrait de voyager à chaque gorgée grâce au parfum riche et suave de la main de Buddha. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a picture in case any of you have not ever seen this, okay? So give me 1 second here. We need to get you a picture of the hands of Buddha. Okay. Let's get the hands of Buddha here. The hands of Buddha. Okay, so this is the fruit. And there you go. That's the fruit. I have only ever eaten it once. I purchased it at Nations in Hamilton, which is an Asian food market. I don't know exactly where the hands of Buddha originates from. I don't know a lot about it other than I saw it and went, oh my god, what's that? There was a lot of food there that I would see and go, I have to try that. I actually saw a durian fruit at a Asian market here in Regina, and it's only $6.99, so at some point I'm going to have to go and buy a durian fruit just to see if it is as bad as it says. I love buying random things at the Asian markets because I love buying random things at Mexican markets, at Latina markets, at any type of market that isn't here. There was an African market I was buying some stuff from because I love experiencing the different flavors of different cultures. And then when it comes to this beer review, it really helps out. 1, because sometimes you get to see things from it, and 2, because it's just fun. If I ever see the hand of Buddha here, I'll buy one and do it on video. Because I the last time I had it was about 15 years ago. So I hadn't even started doing these videos yet. I had just started doing the blog on Blogspot about beer. Yeah. What was I'm trying to think of the other fruit I had from there that I really liked. It was like had like a hard peel that was spiky, and you had to peel it off, and inside it was a clear grape with a black seed in the very center. Not ramekin, but like a rambutan or something, a rambutan, something like that. My adopted daughter loves those. I think they're okay. Now, the one thing I can tell you is that Untapped says this is a sour. And it says sour other. So to whoever tapped this in, the can says it's a saison. Why would you... Les mains pleines de Pouces. Une saison. And when I'm saying... I know it sounds like I'm saying pussy, but I'm saying Pouces. But it's Pouces. I was looking at this and I'm like, that looks like the hands of Buddha. And that's what it is. Yeah, that has the very saison-like scent. That smells very much like a horse blanket, like a farmyard, like out of the can. There's a little bit of like a green botanical scent, as well as a little bit of citrus. And white pepper, and again that horse blankety, just very dry scent. Let's try it. Cheers. Huh. Okay, medium bodied, medium carbonation. Didn't talk about hazy golden color. Little bit of botanical green pepper like flavor, almost like we're playing with some Equinox in here. A little bit of a lemony flavor, which would be the hands of Buddha. Dry, very dry, biscuity, bready. It smells like it's gonna have a lot of that barnyard horse blanket type of scent. Well, type of taste. It doesn't really have it though. And that is the kicker on this beer. That's a really drinkable beer. Now, I don't know, I didn't look here. Let's go back to Untapped. It has 345 tap-ins with a 3.74 out of 5 overall. It does say sour other, which again is not right. But whoever wrote it in took that it was a saison and put it in there. So you actually knew what it was and you still said sour. Did you need another sour beer to get the next pucker up tag? Is that what it was? You wanted the next badge? And... Okay, lots of good marks, but nobody said anything about it. They've all just given it solid marks. And I mean, it doesn't look like, in this case, a lot of people give it a 5 and a few people give it, and that's what it looks like everybody's around the same marks. It's sitting between 3.25 and 4.25 basically in everything I've seen here. Now, I mean, the 3.25 to 3.5 is the more prominent ones, but nobody's written a thing about the beer. It's just, here's the tap in, here's the tap in, here's the tap in, here's the tap in. Oh wait, here's something written. Wild style saison. Pretty subtle flavors that I like a lot. If this were available closer to me, I would drink this. And I actually fully agree with that assessment. This is a saison with a lot of subtle flavors, where a lot of saisons are in your face and like, ha ha ha, here I am. This one is not. And I think that's what I really can get behind on this one. That being said, do I think Do I think it's very saison-y? No, I think as a saison, here's the thing, right? Saisons are supposed to be lower ABV beers. This is not a lower ABV beer. It's 6%. You wouldn't want to give your farm hands 6% alcohol beers out in the fields with the sun beating down on them. You wouldn't want to. I mean, if your choice was 6% alcohol beers or nothing, maybe you'd give them a 6% alcohol beer here and there, but you'd give them a couple sips here and there so that they wouldn't just piss themselves and die. Or cut their limbs off with a scythe or something. That being said, I always say that I'm never going to rank a saison really well if it's over 5% alcohol. And I say that because, you know, most saisons, this one does not, but most saisons will talk about the history of a saison and this and that. This one isn't doing that. So, I mean, that's not the reason I'm not going to dock the marks. But what I'm saying is, it's a subtle beer. It's easy drinking. It's very nice. It has a fruit in it that I have not seen in a very long time. And it's giving me memories of back when I was experimenting. When I started the Albino Rhino beer review channel, I've told some of you guys this, and I mean, I don't want to do this on a beer review, but at the same time, I talk about my life, so whatever. When I started the Albino Rhino beer review channel, it was to escape the world I was living in. I was married to a woman that we were both very toxic for each other. I hated every second of my life. I had already attempted to end my life several times, and I every single day thought about doing it again. And in the span of my marriage with her, I did try a few more times. Luckily, none of it hit because I'm with the woman of my dreams now. My family isn't perfect, but nobody's family is. I mean, you can say your family's perfect, but you're lying. And, but I experimented. I came out of my shell. I am very introverted, even if I can sometimes come off as extroverted on the camera. I'm an extroverted introvert, is what most people say. And it's that I do need some outside time. I need some time of mingling, but I like being alone a lot as well. I don't foresee a lot of change. I don't foresee my life going back to where it was. I move forward. I moved forward through a lot of things. Our time in the Arctic was a different time. We got to have our eyes opened to a lot of things we never realized happened in this world. And on top of that, it brought us to the realization that, you know, we actually can have it pretty good. Now, leaving the Arctic cost a lot of money. It's one of the reasons we're in the debt situation we're in. Our house isn't worth all that much. Our house doesn't actually kill us price-wise. What kills us price-wise is, well, financial-wise, is the like $40,000 in credit card debt that I'm in from getting us out and having to buy furniture and having to do this and having to do that, and then things that we knew we needed to do to this house when we bought it that we thought we could pay for with our bonuses and stuff, and then our bonus getting ripped out from under us, and then having a month with no work because I had came here with a job, and then the job was like, yeah, we're not going to start you till March 10th. And I'm like, but I need a job now. That's what I came here for. Oh yeah, well March 10th is when we're starting you. And then taking that job, and that job was a $10,000 pay cut from what I was making in the Arctic. And then working that for several months before I ended up in the job I'm in now. And when you think that if you're in the Arctic you're making good money, you're not. Not with the company we're with, at least. What happens with that is you have a lot of good taxable benefits. And don't do a job with taxable benefits. You make even less money all the time because it goes on your wage. And it makes it artificially inflate to the point where you're paying almost your entire wage currently to your ex-wife in child support because artificially it looks like you're making huge amounts of money because they're paying for your house and they're paying for this and they're paying for but it all adds to taxing on, and then you get this like $4,000 a month check, well $4,000 every 2 weeks check, well pay stub, but you're bringing home like $300 because everything is taxed off, and then you're paying more than your pay to your ex-wife. Like it's fucked up. Don't do it. So yeah, yeah. Hey, if anyone knows a job in Regina that is hiring part-time that is flexible hours to work around the hours I have right now, let me know. Anyway, the beer, I really like it. I'm giving it an 8.25 out of 10. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.